Get ready for the dictation. On the count of 3, 2, 1, start. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right but also a prerequisite for inclusive growth. Inclusive growth refers to economic growth that benefits all segments of society, including women, men, and marginalized communities. Gender inequality can hinder inclusive growth by limiting women's access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. One of the key benefits of gender equality is increased economic growth. Research has shown that increasing women's participation in the workforce can lead to increased productivity, which in turn can lead to increased economic growth. This is because women bring a different perspective and set of skills to the workforce, which can lead to innovation and better decision making. Gender equality can also lead to improved health outcomes. When women have access to education and healthcare, they are more likely to have healthier children and better health outcomes themselves. This can lead to reduced healthcare costs and increased productivity, as people are less likely to be absent from work due to illness. In addition, gender equality can lead to increased political stability. When women have equal access to political participation and decision making, they are more likely to advocate for policies that benefit their communities, such as education and healthcare. This can lead to increased political stability and social cohesion. However, achieving gender equality requires concerted efforts from all stakeholders, including governments, civil society, and the private sector. Governments can play a critical role in promoting gender equality by enacting policies and laws that promote women's access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. Civil society can also play a role in promoting gender equality by advocating for women's rights and empowering women to participate in decision-making processes. The private sector can also contribute to gender equality by promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace. This can include implementing policies that promote work-life balance and equal pay for equal work. The private sector can also support women-owned businesses and provide mentorship opportunities for women entrepreneurs. In conclusion, gender equality is essential for inclusive growth. It can lead to increased economic growth, improved health outcomes, and increased political stability. Achieving gender equality requires the concerted efforts of all stakeholders, including governments, civil society, and the private sector. By promoting gender equality, we can create a more just and equitable society that benefits everyone. Gender equality is a prerequisite for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), which aim to eradicate poverty, reduce inequality, and promote sustainable development. Gender inequality remains a significant barrier to achieving these goals, as women and girls continue to face discrimination and exclusion in many areas of life. One of the main challenges facing women and girls is access to education. According to the United Nations, there are still 130 million girls around the world who are not in school. This not only limits their opportunities for personal and professional growth but also hinders their ability to contribute to their communities and countries. In addition, women are often paid less than men for the same work and are underrepresented in leadership positions. According to the World Economic Forum, it will take another 257 years to close the global gender pay gap if we continue at the current rate of progress. This is not only unfair to women but also limits their ability to contribute to the economy and society as a whole. Furthermore, gender-based violence is a widespread issue that affects women and girls across the world. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. This not only has a devastating impact on the lives of individual women and girls but also hinders progress towards achieving gender equality and inclusive growth. Addressing these challenges requires concerted efforts from all stakeholders. Governments must enact laws and policies that promote gender equality and protect women's rights. Civil society can play a critical role in advocating for women's rights and providing support to women and girls who have experienced discrimination or violence. The private sector can also play a key role in promoting gender equality by promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace. This can include implementing policies that support work-life balance, equal pay for equal work, and providing mentorship and leadership opportunities for women. By doing so, the private sector can not only promote gender equality but also reap the benefits of a more diverse and inclusive workforce. In conclusion, achieving gender equality is essential for inclusive growth and sustainable development. It requires concerted efforts from all stakeholders, including governments, civil society, and the private sector. By promoting gender equality, we can create a more just and equitable society that benefits everyone. Moreover, promoting gender equality requires addressing deep-seated cultural and social norms that perpetuate gender-based discrimination and violence. This requires engaging men and boys as allies in the fight for gender equality and promoting gender-sensitive education and awareness-raising campaigns. By promoting gender equality, we can create a more just and equitable society that benefits everyone, not just women and girls. Gender equality is not only a moral imperative but also an economic and social imperative for sustainable development and inclusive growth.